Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I'm actually finishing up my journal for this month, brand new month. So we gotta start a new journal entry. I asked myself this question: how can I better organize my life? And the first thing that popped out to me was journaling. But not just journaling, habit tracking. So I've been using this journal for a month now, and I guess the question that needs to be answered is, does this actually help and benefit my life? And within the month of using it, I'd have to say yes, but also no. Let me explain. So about 2 months ago, I was basically in an organizational overhaul where I had to completely restructure my life basically on an organization level. So of course that started with the analog, doing journals, and I've loved it. It's been great. But also included some digital things like a complete overhaul of my calendar. I know it looks insane, but this is literally every minute of my day, for the most part, scheduled out. I mean, you could see just like simple stuff like lunch break, deep focus block, wrap up and plan for tomorrow, posting schedules for personal content, dinner, work block, all of these things scheduled out. And this has also definitely impacted the way that I've viewed my time. It has been helpful for the most part. But you are here because you want to know, will journaling actually affect your life?
A few months ago, I was in a rough spot, but I placed the order for the journals, and they finally came. I was a little nervous, but I was ready to turn a new leaf, and it all started with this. And here we have the journals. They finally arrived. We have 2 separate sets of journals. First, we have the field notes. These ones are a super fun little everyday carry journals. These ones are the national park versions. Thought they looked cool. I've actually been to a couple of those national parks, so it's also a fun little reminder. And then this is the one that I'm not going to even try to pronounce, lecterm or something like that. This is going to be my more important journal, I guess you would say. Snapshots of the month, habit tracking. It's a very nice leather-bound journal. It's clean. And these are our journals.
Okay, so why has this been effective and why has it not been effective? Well, on terms of being effective, here are some things. So when we look at our main journal where we're capturing the habit tracking, the monthly snapshot, let's just take a look at the month of June. Because May, I started it a little bit late. I started it probably within like the last 2 weeks of May is what it looks like. But June was the first month that I fully completed with this journal. And so here's some of the things that it helped me out with. Number 1, it actually really helped me track my sleep, because there's a section on here that is specifically for sleep tracking. And as you can see, I started out pretty good. A little sporadic, but not crazy, and then I had a crazy high day and a crazy low day, and that was a day that I flew out for a mission trip, so I got like 3 hours of sleep, because I had to be at the airport at 3:30 in the morning. But you can see where I was doing pretty good at the start of the month. I have a really high spike in sleep, about 10 hours of sleep, go down to 3 hours of sleep, and you would think that that would kind of balance out. But then after that, my sleep starts getting all kinds of sporadic. And so towards the end of that week, I crashed. And part of that I can see because I'm actually writing it down. Part of that is due to my sleep. And I didn't think it would affect me that much, but it does. And so I can see the days where maybe I underperformed because I didn't sleep that day, or I did really good. And all of that is also written in this snapshot section right here. It's stuff that's like super simple. Like let me give you an example. On the 10th, it says I had fun trying new stuff on Jesus Club's content. And then I biked to the gym for the first time. I regretted that. So it's been a really good way to see what I've been doing throughout the day, throughout the month. And let's be honest, there is a lot of gratification seeing a month, a whole page dedicated to 1 month filled out completely. One of the great things about this in terms of habit tracking, organization, is there is a tangible thing that gives you gratification. And when it comes to building habits and solidifying things like this for the long term to where it actually benefits you, one of the things that works for me personally is tangible gratification. And this scratches that itch. Pre-workout snack. Little Kodiak protein no-bake ball things. They're great. Okay, so here's the thing. Like I said, it works, but it doesn't. But I think that's just for right now. The reason why it hasn't worked yet is because really within that first month, the main thing that it showed me was where I had missed the mark. And then the cool thing is with the snapshots of the day, I could see, because I was honest with myself. This is the thing here too. You have to be honest with yourself. And some of those days, I wrote down I did not do everything I could have done that day. I was honest with myself, and that reflected in probably none of the habits getting done that day. And so in terms of this working, I've talked about that. In terms of it not working, is really more in just, it's showing me where my faults are, but it hasn't helped me get to where I want to yet. We're getting there. And I actually have something that I think will help. So the thing that's going to help actually make this doable, make my habits possible to achieve, is in this. And it starts not with what's written down, but actually what goes on in here. What goes on in my head. What my motivations are. What is happening in terms of my internal reward system, also known as dopamine. Okay, so I went on a little bit of a dopamine deep dive, you could say. And what most people think of dopamine as is a stimulation after something is completed, like something that makes you happy and excited for something. That's what most people think dopamine is. But in reality, dopamine is this: a desire reward system spiking in the anticipation. I heard this really cool quote the other day that said, most people are addicted to the idea of potential. And that's why they don't get anything done. They're addicted to the idea of being something, of doing something. And I've seen this in my own life. I feel that adrenaline, that dopamine rush when I think of going to the gym and being jacked and being successful on YouTube and being a public speaker and a preacher and stuff like that. I feel that adrenaline and dopamine spike from the idea of the potential that I know I have. After doing this deep dive, I realized that's what I have to hold on to. Okay, so here's the deal. Why are we talking about dopamine? What does that have to do with anything that we've talked about so far? Well, in order to be the best version of myself, which is really what these habits are trying to do. That's what the goal of these habits are, to be the best version of myself. Physically, mentally, and most importantly, spiritually. That starts with being addicted to stimulation, but the right stimulation. So having those dopamine highs, not from doom scrolling or sitting around all day, not being productive, but getting dopamine rushes when we are successful in a day. I've seen it in my own days, like I was talking about before with the habit tracking with the month that I completed. It felt really, really good to mark out an entire month of a journal, completing something. I was talking about this today with a friend that I didn't even realize doing that journal every day was a habit in of itself that I had completed every single day. And the reason why is because I genuinely enjoy journaling. I genuinely enjoy writing this stuff down, and it has proved my point exactly that I'm making here, that there is now an enjoyment and a dopamine rush of filling this stuff out. This small journal, I am almost done with. I am almost complete. It has maybe a few more pages, and the next one is gonna go quicker than this one because I have a plan. So that's it. I found the missing piece, and it was right in front of my face the whole time. Literally, right in front of my face, every single day. It was dopamine gratification from completing habits. You'll hear more about this in a later video coming in about a month or so, but I want to make a change for the better. I know who God has called me to be. I know what He's called me to do. And there's a lot of things in my life that need to change in order to prepare me for those moments. And this is the journey of doing that. This is what this whole channel is about. So I'd encourage you, join the community, become a full-time Christian. And how you do that, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to make sure you get updated every single time I upload. And then follow me on Instagram. You can join my monthly newsletter, where you get monthly updates of what's going on in my life that sometimes you don't see in front of the camera. Tours coming up too, so make sure you stay on the lookout for that. If you'd like to give, you can also go down the link below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was helpful. And like I said before, at the end of the year, we'll give an update on how this journey has been, so you want to stay tuned for that. Comment down below some of the things that you've done to help you habit track, and I would love to maybe even implement some of those things in my own life. Peace. We'll see you in the next one. Live like Jesus.